There was something off about her. Something undeniably different from anyone else I had ever seen before. Her eyes were distant, unfocused, staring out across the street without actually seeing anything. She moved sluggishly, as if each step required a great deal of effort. And yet she seemed completely unaware of her surroundings, walking straight past me without even acknowledging my presence. It wasn't until later that evening that I realized just how strange these so-called sleepwalkers really were. My girlfriend and I were returning home after dinner, and we noticed several people lying on the sidewalks in front of stores and offices alike. At first, we assumed they must have been homeless or drunkards taking refuge for the night. However, as we drew closer, we saw their eyes still opened, despite their unconscious states and twisted expressions marring their faces. We quickly hurried away, only to find our path barred by another such sleeper near our apartment building. Its milky white eyes rolled back into its head as it mumbled obscenities underneath its breath before attempting to shuffle past us. We did our utmost to ignore its protestations and made good time inside. But once safe behind locked doors and deadbolts, I couldn't shake the feeling that maybe there was something wrong here. That perhaps these weren't harmless sleepers wandering about. Days turned into weeks, which then blurred together into months until these zombie-like figures became commonplace and all too familiar in the streets of our city. People learned not to cross paths with them and avoided coming within arm's reach, lest risk starting up a conversation. Those foolhardy enough to interact with them were met with snarling teeth and guttural growls that spoke volumes as to their displeasure. These creatures, known henceforth as sleepwalkers, would rise at sunset and fall prey to fits of rage as the stars twinkled above. Their eyes would snap shut tightly whenever they detected any light stronger than moonbeams, and hunt down anyone who dared to disturb their restful prisons via screams that echoed throughout entire neighborhood blocks. When their targets finally awakened to find themselves surrounded by these fiends, all hope vanished. For upon waking, they were greeted with scenes reminiscent of something out of pure horror novels. Walls splattered with blood as half-eaten bodies lay crumpled against dumpsters and overturned trash cans. To date, police forces couldn't explain or solve this bizarre case, despite countless complaints flooding in daily, nowadays making things worse by the minute. One quiet Sunday morning, I found myself venturing outside to buy some milk and coffee wholesale, knowing full well most of the populace wouldn't dare leave hearth and home until sundown settled beneath horizon lines once again. Unfortunately, I failed to realize or imagine running smack into a pack roaming free as you like just outside corner store entranceway. Before I knew it, their vacant gazes focused directly onto yours, truly setting alarm bells ringing loudly inside my skull. I attempted fleeing, yet somehow tripped over loose rocks jutting out of concrete paving stones, sending my dignity. What follows is an uncomfortably long account detailing the circumstances leading up to this discovery, followed by a description of what the man looked like after his transformation. Despite my insistence on changing the subject and forgetting the entire event ever occurred, he continued to ramble on incoherently, barely allowing a word in edgewise before abruptly standing and hurrying off into the crowd, never stopping or looking back, leaving everyone confused and worried sick, including me, since no explanation accompanied his departure. As far as I know, he remains missing and presumed either arrested somewhere for God only knows what crime committed, or taken into care for observation due to an unexpected mental episode, never shared with others outside close family members, barring any hidden skeletons kept concealed deep within. Closets nobody were privy to. And believe me, there exists a whole bevy of secrets unknown to average Joe citizen, left unsaid, buried forever, unless someone accidentally slips up. Then we might learn some hard truths, although probably not welcome ones given human nature's reluctance to confront. Facts preferring instead comfortable ignorance until hitting brick wall, forcing reality checks. Yep, just saying, thank you for listening as always, folks. Who knows what lies ahead, provided you all stick with our illustrious leader. Surprises await come dawn. And then everything went black. Nobody saw nor heard anything resembling coherence afterwards, resulting in widespread speculation concerning whatever transpired inside brainwashed minds, assuming anything concrete materialized worth reporting other than usual filler designed to draw viewers, hoping against better judgment for interesting revelations offering closure instead, empty promises. So it seems today, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, catering hopefully to diverse audience expectations, eagerly anticipating satisfactory answers. Not depending individual appetite satisfied granted. Extremely picky diners, unlikely request fulfillment warranting extravagant praise lavished on select broadcasters, reaching highest pedestals, until next scheduled update incident reports permitting. Stay tuned and may your curiosity urges flourish, bringing entertainment benefits collectively enjoyed by few 100,000 recipients, grateful for sharing valuable content though potentially hazardous health risks, encouraging excessive consumption leading unwary consumers astray, chasing unattainable dreams. Buzzword alert activate. Any questions, comments, concerns? Feel, would you like some water? I didn't know it was a fork in exploring new horizons. After a brief hiatus, he returned even more determined than before, equipped with fresh material, ready to regain lost ground following fanfare surrounding her temporary absence, inspiring renewed dedication towards craft, revitalizing signature flair. Came the question posed innocuously in passing during casual conversation veiled under guise asking about origin, sparking sudden interest, spurring burning desire, meriting deeper examination. However, unsuspectingly slipping into dangerous territory, narrowing escape, margin mere hair's breadth from potential doom threatening beloved. Protagonist teetering on brink, losing fight battling inner demons, fears public exposure, ultimately defeating life purpose. Oh, if only circumstances allowed for happy endings guaranteed, fairy tales promised. Oh, as reality bites harsh lesson learned from cruel teacher, unable comprehend mysteries great beyond grasp, now entering critical stage where choices dictate future courses, altering destiny. Which path will lead righteous course, salvaging remnant sanity, still clinging memories fading fast. Careening towards conclusion, uncertainty wavers, balance tilting. Scales favoring optimistic outcome, wishing best luck, possible fate, willing cooperate. Stay tuned for updates shortly pending resolution. praying success, sweet victory. For just $3 a month, you can have your name featured in my YouTube videos and descriptions. Not only will you be supporting my channel, but you'll also be immortalized in the credits of my content. If you're looking for something a bit more personalized, consider becoming a $25 a month patron. I'll voice your stories and bring them to life on my channel. Create a special drawing just for you, or even write a unique story tailored to your interests. So don't hesitate. Join my patron community today and help me keep the spooky stories coming. And remember, together we can save each other from the YouTube algorithm. Thank you for your support.